Hello friends and fans, hello ladies and gentlemen, hello Deutschland, hello Freunde und Freunds. Here we are in Tenerife, the second biggest location of volcanic history in the world, where you can see yourself what amazing views you have. And today we're here working on the Danny Lopez music videos on MySpace. We're going to do a little video clip of some of the songs and for you to see some of the great areas of where I grew up from. So I hope you enjoy it, and of course I couldn't be possible without my great friend Patrick Cronenberger, who's going to be alongside me playing a few tunes. So keep watching, stay tuned, see you soon. Amazing.
Well, I was the age of 14. I joined a musical theatre group, and I was doing many theatre acts, like The Jungle Book, maybe Grease, Saturday Night Fever, you probably will know it, and then all the way until I was 20 years old, and then I got signed by a contract, signed a hotel contract in the south of the island, where I was doing the Frank Sinatra show, and I was doing that for a year and a half, more or less, a good part of 2 years, and then after that, successfully working in bars and restaurants of the island in mainland Spain, and weddings, receptions. That's when I started basically doing all that. The debut album, well, I was contracted by Atlantic Music Promotions 2 years ago, where I was singing in a bar, and I was doing my sets of music, and they offered me to go to Germany to a tone studio, you should call it out there, and do three demo songs. They were happy with my job, and from then on, I started doing the materials, songwriting, and yeah, working with very professional musicians, and that's when we started. Yeah, and it was very good, you know, for an experience, and apart from that, to make myself level with the music and what I wanted to do, you know. So I was very happy to get that opportunity, and very happy to have the chance to make my debut album, yeah. So that's how it came across. Someone spotted me. That's a good question. Me and my producer, we had many ideas to call the album, but we couldn't come with a good name for it. There was many ideas, but we just couldn't do it. We even did the hat raffle. We put all the names we wanted into the hat, and funny enough, nothing that was in the hat we wanted to put on the album, so we had to find a new word for it. So one day I remember we came into the studios, and I said to him, "Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't we call the album Heart on a Sleeve?" And he said, "Heart on a Sleeve?" I said, "You can't do that in Germany. They don't understand what Heart on a Sleeve is." So I said, "Yeah, well, we'll try, you know, try to find the best way how to do it." So we checked that on the internet, and there's a meaning by Shakespeare that when you introduce your feelings to people openly, and the album's a lot about feelings, the actual traduction is heart on a sleeve, which is the old English language, you know? It's not heart on a sleeve. So we thought it was cool to make it like Shakespeare writing heart on a sleeve, you know, make it, put it straight how it is onto the album, and it's the best answer to feelings, you know? If you have feelings, you wear your heart on a sleeve or heart on the sleeve, so that's where it comes from, and that's what the album is all about, feelings. I'm sorry, Nipples and Fairy Tales, yeah. I'm sorry came from an ex-girlfriend that I had, and my producer also had a relationship like that past in his young times. And it was funny because we were speaking about how when you're very young, you don't give that people that you love at the time the love that you have to give them, you know, and you don't treat them very well, and it was just a way for me to basically say to the people that I've heard before, I'm sorry, you know, and I never meant to be that way, you know. So I hope that the person that's out there that consider that, and you know, I'm sorry about that. That's what it was all about. No more pills and fairy tales. That when you're living in an island, you can have the best of both lives. You can have the wildlife, you can have the relaxed and normal life, everyday life. So believe you me, you can have a wild life on an island. So it's more like I'm going to be serious now, And when my album coming up, I'm going to do the best I can with things and be real, you know, and not go back to ways of being on an island and partying and, you know, and drinking, and you have to be serious. Like I say, you can have the best of both lives, and I've just explained on the album what my life is through, you know, and what I've been through. That's what it's all about, really.
Cause I know I can do it if I want to. Hey! It's time to clean my room up, drink a lot less beer. My friends will think I'm boring, then they'll start to disappear. And just because they don't understand me, here we go. But for now it's no more pills and fairy tales, no more going out the rails, no calling on the muggy man. I'm gonna do the best I can. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. The message behind the album is for every person in the world that don't feel well for themselves, personal problems, or they feel depressed. For example, like the song on the album, Don't Let Go, you know, it's for people that feel like they have to let go of their own lives at some point, and they don't have to, you know, and that's what I'm trying to explain in the album, in some songs, that, you know, you can't keep living, don't let go. It's just like, for example, I'm sorry, forgiveness, you know, you have to forgive people, no matter what they've done, you still have to forgive them, don't forget, but forgive. And there's many others, like the problems in the world, for example, you know, you have to open your eyes, people have to open their eyes and see that we don't live in a perfect world, and that there's many things that we need to improve, and so on and so on and so on, you know, the songs, it's like a chapter of a book in every single song, you know, everything is different, and people have to wake up, and that's what the album is, it's like a whole big story. So I think what I'm showing to the listeners, reality, and that's what I think they're going to like. Heart, reality and soul, and that for me is the most important thing. We could write a big list of, if I've got to mention one person, as many people will know me, that's, I'm a very big fan of Robbie Williams. Not just because he's been around for many years, just because on stage he's a complete showman. He has the people on his hand, you know, and he knows how to control an audience. And sometimes you don't get the best singers in the world, but you know how to control an audience, and that's the most important thing, you know. For me, he's just a very big idol in my life, and you know, the first song and singer that I ever listened was to Robbie Williams, you know. And then, of course, I've got many big artists. I'm a fan of many big artists like Frank Sinatra. You know, I think he had the best technique and any singer ever had. You know, and control of the voice. There was never anyone else like him. Elvis, I could carry on. The Beatles as a band, Oasis, the Rolling Stones. I've got many artists. I couldn't say one favourite, but if I had to pick one from all of them, I would say Robbie Williams for sure.